This now is New York Republican Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. So, Mamdani, Congresswoman, he still holds leading by double digits in most polling. 2 weeks to go. I fear we're running out of time here.
Look, I think there's still time, and I think that one of the other candidates can peak as we go into November. I think what's really important to remember is that New York City is home to millions of immigrants, millions of immigrants that have fled communism and socialism. And if we can get those individuals to see what Mamdani truly stands for, the very policies that they fled, I think it can turn the tide. And I also think the younger generation needs to understand and be taught what exactly is socialism, how destructive it is. My mother fled communist Cuba. It destroyed her family. They took away her father's gas stations and business and home. That is what Mamdani wants to do when he says he wants to abolish private property rights, when he says he wants to seize the means of production, when he says he wants government-run supermarkets. It's no different than what my mother fled and so many others. So I still think there's time. These candidates got to get these ads up explaining that so the average New Yorker understands.
Yeah. No, good point. And I got to ask you about the photo. Mamdani smiling for the camera with the unindicted alleged co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. 6 people were killed in that. Of course, thousands more were wounded. This man is a terrorist, and yet Mamdani proudly posted that on his social media. What do you make of this?
Look, I think the person who he's hanging out with tells a lot about himself. Yeah. And I think that people need to recognize that he has embraced radical policies. I think the debate may be the first time that he actually denounced Hamas in a halfway as well. It wasn't even like a clear indication that he's condemning Hamas. I mean, this is really radical stuff. And when you think about not just that he's hanging out with somebody like this, but the fact that he has called our police the biggest threat to public safety, that he wants to abolish jails in our society, sees no purpose for them. These are extreme positions. New York City will be less safe under Zohran Mamdani. There's no doubt about it. And I think that he's the only candidate in this race who has said that he won't hire more police officers. What he's going to do is allow them to retire and not replace them, which is the very same thing as defunding the police, which was the movement that he helped lead back in 2020. So he wants to backtrack from that. He can't escape that. And besides, his policies are indicative that he has no intention to hire more police officers at a time when we are thousands of cops down from where we were on 9/11. 7,000 cops fewer today than we had on September 11, 2001.
Yeah, Congresswoman, the candidates debated last week, and after that debate, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's now running for mayor as an independent, claimed he can't win unless Republican Curtis Sliwa drops out of the race. Now, it got more complicated because then former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani endorsed Sliwa. So do you think Sliwa will stick this thing out? Do you think he's going to drop out? I got about 30 seconds.
I think it's really hard to tell right now. I think what New Yorkers need to do is keep an eye on the polls. And, you know, maybe toward the end of the election, they're going to see one candidate really be ahead and the only candidate that can beat Zohran Mamdani. And New Yorkers probably have to rally behind that individual. We don't know who that is just yet. I think it'll take another couple of weeks because this is the first poll they're going to be doing post-debate. I think the debate was interesting. I don't think it was the best debate for any of these candidates. But I think let's see where the polls are a week from now. And then I think you'll see New Yorkers rally behind an individual that could stop Mamdani.
All right. We'll see how it goes. 2 weeks. Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.